Hello everyone, this is Eric Andrus with GameBall, the gaming trackball mouse. I want to do a little bit different video today. I'm not going to be playing a game with GameBall. I was going to do Star Wars Squadrons, but I haven't had it long enough, so I'll do that in a future video. This is really just going to be an update video letting you know where we're at with the project. Some of the final changes, what you can expect in the final unit as we get closer to release here, so I'll cover some of that as well. But I want to answer a couple questions right off the bat. The first question I get asked all the time is the release date. And we'd love to be able to ship in 2020, but it's going to start shipping in 2021. Unfortunately, we're going to miss the holiday season, but we're just not ready due to COVID and a number of other internal setbacks and delays. It's going to be 2021. Now there's a chance we start taking pre-orders in 2020, so look for that, but shipping won't happen until 2021. Again, unfortunate, I'd love to make the holiday season, but we're not willing to rush the product or ship out an inferior product. It's been 5 years, so we can wait a few more months and make sure we get this right. So first thing, 2021 is what we're looking at as far as shipping these units. Second thing I get asked all the time is the price, and I don't have a final price yet. I'd love to know what it is myself, but I don't have all the costs. So where we're at is it's going to be over $100 US, we know that. It's going to be in line with probably what you'd expect to pay with a high-end gaming mouse or premium gaming mouse. So as soon as that price is available and we know exactly what it is, of course I'll announce it and you'll know what it is. But we just don't have all the information yet to give you a full price. But yeah, unfortunately not making 2020, but we look forward to early 2021 being able to ship the product. But do watch for future videos and announcements on the pre-sales, because like I've mentioned before, the final unit will be all black with a black ball. So if you haven't heard that before, the final unit will be that way. However, we're going to do limited edition red units, a red base with a red ball. That'll be a one-time purchase. Once these things are sold out, that's going to be it. Now, we would like to offer different colored balls at some point, like in a kit where you can order yellow, blue, whatever. But that won't be at release. You can buy those online, so if you really like a red ball, but you want the black base and you're willing to wait for that, then you just buy the red ball, swap it out, and there you go. But we went with the black as the main released product, because since you have the LED lighting, you're able to change the color that you want, and it might be in conflict with what other colored ball you have in there. If you have a red ball and say purple lighting, it may not look as good, versus black is very neutral, and we really like the look of that. And that was based on user feedback as well. That was the number one requested, was all black with a black ball. So I think people are getting a little sick of just using the red ball, at least some people. So that's the unit. It hasn't changed as far as the ambidextrous design. It's still right-handed, left-handed, 3 buttons on each side. That overall hasn't changed. It accommodates various hand sizes, so depending on the size of the hand, you just move it up and down the spine. The buttons are extra long to accommodate different finger sizes as well. That's worked out really well. It was a challenge getting the buttons right and the unit design just right to really work with various hand sizes and both right and left-handed, but we feel really happy with it. So the overall design hasn't changed. This is still what, if you've watched previous videos, this is the same basic design. We have added a lining to the lighting so that's more diffused. So it just looks a little bit better, as you cycle through the colors, as the logo changes. There's 10 settings there. We've added some new colors. There's of course an off, so if you want to turn the lighting off altogether. And then there's a new white setting, which looks really good, that they added just recently. So that looks pretty good as well. So that's just right there on the touchpad. As you press that, cycle through the various colors. It does save. So if you reboot your computer, it'll save it as the last color setting that you have in there. Same thing with your DPI setting. Since I think the last video, the DPI or sniper button, that's the button over here. That's kind of the one-off button. What effectively that does is it takes your native DPI setting and cuts it down to 1/3 of that setting. So if you're at 3000 DPI, if you press that, it'll go down to 1000 DPI. In addition, that button allows you to cycle through those DPI settings. So the unit will have a 400 DPI, 800 DPI, 1200 DPI, 2000, and 3000. So there's 5 settings, and what you do, if you press and hold, that will blink corresponding to the number of times So that was 4, I believe. So that's setting 4, so that's 2000 DPI. Press and hold again, should go to 5, should have 5 blinks. So that's a 3000 DPI, and if I press and hold it one time, it'll go to 400 DPI. There we go. Oh, no, that was 5. So now it should go to 1 here. There you go. So that's at 400 DPI. In addition, on the touchpad, to switch between right hand and left handed, that's now up here at the top. So if you press and hold that, it'll blink, and that switch between right handed and left handed. And then you can just press again, and it'll switch back. So that hasn't changed. The location of that play part on the touchpad has, but the feature hasn't changed. So that's the some of the new kind of way we're using the firmware. This won't ship with any software. We've since the beginning, we don't want to have you to install software, keep that updated. We want everything via firmware on the unit. So that's how you'll manage the right-handed, left-handed, your DPI settings. The buttons haven't changed, so this is your, if you're right-handed, this is your left mouse button, middle mouse button, your back button. And on the other side would be your right mouse button, your forward button, and then like the DPI button that I mentioned. So the button assignments haven't changed there. Just the way the locations on the touchpad has a little bit. We did add, since the last video where I covered some of the features, the horizontal scroll. So this is your vertical scroll if you're right-handed. So if you're using the mouse, you go over here and you can scroll up, scroll down on your websites and documents. If you scroll and hold, it cycles through your large documents or websites very fast, which is nice. And then your horizontal scroll, which was feedback from the user community, which at first I didn't know if we would use it, if it was really that neat of a feature, but it's actually really handy, especially if you're doing video editing or music editing, to be able to scroll horizontally, or a large Excel spreadsheet. I actually use that a lot more than I thought I would. So that's the horizontal scroll on the right side, and then the on the left side, and then if you're right-handed, of course, your vertical scroll will be over there. So not a lot of changes there. Omron switches, PixArt sensor, ceramic bearings, high-end components. We recognize that this is a premium device. We wanted to make sure it has all the right components and pieces in there. There was discussions about, do we lessen the switch and go with something to save money, and we said no, we're going to go with premium products. We know this is going to command somebody was looking for a high-end gaming trackball. Well, it's the only gaming trackball, but something that we think our users would like, something that I personally would want as well. So high-end switches, high-end components, built in the United Kingdom. The company that we've partnered with manufactures trackballs, been manufacturing trackballs for a long time, so they know what they're doing. We are a small team. We're really a handful of people, but between our partners in the UK and myself, it's just a handful of us really doing most of the work on this thing. We're not a Logitech, we're not a Kensington, we don't have 100 people dedicated to this project, which is one of the reasons why it's taken 5 years. But we're very happy with it, and we think we made a pretty nice quality unit there. So I want to talk a little bit about the warranty and the refund policy. I get a lot of questions there. So first off, this will be sold online. You won't be able to go into a retail store and put your hand on it. So if you want to try it out, the only way is to buy it online. And we recognize that's going to be hesitant for some people. So of course we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you do not like this thing, you have 30 days to play with it, try it out. If you don't like it and say, this is not for me, no questions asked, initiate a refund, and we'll give you your money back. In addition to that, there's a 1-year warranty on the parts. So if a switch gives out, something breaks, whatever, go online and we'll replace it. So there's a 1-year manufacturing warranty, and then a 30-day refund policy on the unit to hopefully make you happy with it, so give you a chance to try it out. We think you will. I really like it. Of course, I'm biased, but I do overall like the design, the feel. I'm very happy with it. Even after 5 years, I'm excited. I just want people to try this. I think once they get their hands on it, they'll be very happy with it. But for those who aren't, of course, we'll do the 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's trackball. That's where we're update with the project. I'll be doing more videos. Like I said, I got Star Wars Squadrons. I got to play more of that. It's a good game so far, but I want to play it some more, so I'll make a video there. Making some more future videos as we get closer to doing the pre-release and the pre-sales. I will send out updates and do more frequent videos. But I think it was time that I send this out. Again, main thing is we're not going to make 2020. It's going to be 2021. So I wanted to get that out there. So thanks for spending the time and learning a little bit more about GameBall and where we're at with the project. And we will talk soon. Thank you.